To understand this, you have to go back to what young brother here referred to as the house Negro and the field Negro. Back during slavery, there was two kinds of slaves. There was the house Negro and the field Negro. The house Negro, they lived in the house with master. They dressed pretty good. They ate good because they ate his food, what he left. They lived in the attic or the basement, but still they lived near their master. And they loved their master more than the master loved himself. They would give their life to save their master's house quicker than the master would. The house Negro, if the master said, we got a good house here, the house Negro said, yeah, we got a good house here. Whenever the master said we, he said we. That's how you can tell a house Negro. If the master's house caught on fire, the house Negro would fight harder to put the blaze out than the master would. If the master got sick, the house Negro would say, what's the matter, boss? We sick. We sick. He identified himself with his master more than his master identified with himself. And if you came to the house Negro and said, let's run away, let's escape, let's separate, that house Negro would look at you and say, man, you crazy. What you mean separate? Where is there a better house than this? Where can I wear better clothes than this? Where can I eat better food than this? That was that house Negro. In those days, he was called a house nigger. And that's what we call him today because we still got some house niggers running around here. This modern house Negro loves his master. He wants to live near him. He'll pay 3 times as much as the house is worth just to live near his master. And then brag about, I'm the only Negro out here. I'm the only one on my job. I'm the only one in this school. You're nothing but a house Negro. And if someone come to you right now and say, let's separate, you say the same thing that the house Negro said on the plantation. What you mean separate? From America? This good white man? Where you gonna get a better job than you get here? I mean, this is what you say. I ain't left nothing in Africa. That's what you say. Why, you left your mind in Africa. On that same plantation, there was the field Negro. The field Negro, those were the masses. There was always more Negroes in the field than there was Negroes in the house. The Negro in the field caught hell. He ate leftovers. In the house, they ate high up on the hog. The Negro in the field didn't get nothing but what was left of the insides of the hog. They call them chitlins nowadays. In those days, they call them what they were, guts. That's what you were, a gut eater. And some of you all still gut eaters. The field Negro was beaten from morning till night. He lived in a shack, in a hut. He wore cast-off clothes. And he hated his master. I say he hated his master. He was intelligent. That house Negro loved his master. But that field Negro, remember, they were in the majority. And they hated the master. When the house caught on fire, he didn't try and put it out. That field Negro prayed for a wind, for a breeze. When the master got sick, the field Negro prayed that he died. If someone come to the field Negro and said, let's separate, let's run, he didn't say, where are we going? He said, any place is better than here.
Mr. Moderator, our distinguished guests, brothers and sisters, our friends and our enemies.
Bismillah wa salatu wa salamu rasulullah wa ba'd. In the name of Allah, and the peace and blessings of Allah be upon his last and final messenger. Family, friends, foes, haters, and hateettes, welcome back. It's been a long time. I hope you guys had a blessed Ramadan, a blessed Eid. Welcome back to the features. We greet you all in peace and love with no hatred in my heart. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So before we begin, please like, please subscribe, and please share. As you know, we got a lot of haters up in here. Indeed, we do. And family, every Ramadan, we have to level up. And with this channel here, this channel it's more than just a YouTube channel. This is a community that we're trying to build here. We are trying to build a community of Black Muslims, and we are trying to call our people to Islam, call our people to the truth, and we're trying to be serious. So we are seriously trying to step up our game. We have to basically take this job that we're doing very, very seriously. So, as every Ramadan, the point of Ramadan is to have some self-reflection and some, self-actualization and trying to improve on yourself. And this is basically what we're trying to do here on the features. So anyways, like, subscribe, share. I won't take too much of your time today, and just letting you guys know that I have not disappeared. I am still alive. We are in the background here, making improvements on the channel. We have quite a few topics to talk about, and we got them lined up. We are working on some videos. I promised you to get some stuff going on about Thomas Sowell. I promised to get you some stuff going on the Black Clanosphere and all kinds of stuff, right? So we're gonna get into that, and I just wanted to reach out to y'all and just say assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh and all that kind of stuff. And there was one thing that I did see, because I haven't actually been in the loop in terms of social media. What I did this Ramadan is I essentially deleted my Facebook and my Instagram from my phone. So a lot of people, because they like to, how it is, social media. You're gonna send things to share or whatnot. So no joke, I must have had close to 500 messages from Facebook and Instagram. I didn't check a single one of them. Sorry, y'all. I did not check not one because I didn't have it on my phone. Okay, I got a lot of TikTok. I don't even have TikTok on my phone, to be honest, right? So I don't really check TikTok, but you're talking about hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of messages I got with Facebook and Instagram. But the point is that I took that time out, off of social media to, read Quran, get back into my Arabic, this type of things, and of course, make my ibadah, make our worship, these type of things. And I came back on YouTube because I was out of the loop. I'm seeing all kind of craziness. So I wanted just to touch up on this one thing that this particular individual was talking about. So just let me just share my screen. Like, subscribe, share, hit me up on Patreon, y'all. Okay? Let's get this going, man. All right, so let's go over here and we will do this. All right, so let us have a look at this. Let me just get this volume up here. All right, let's see what this man is saying here. Y'all ain't getting no volume. 1 second, man. Let me just rewind that for you. 1 second, y'all. Sorry about that. I'm trying some new stuff here. It's a good thing we're getting the kinks out. Okay, just give me a moment, all right, y'all?
Well, let me ask you a question. If we focus on things of the past, are we?
Let me just get this all set up, right? So anyway, this is the welcome back live, anyways, right? I'll probably not keep this live on the channel, but I just wanted to reach out to everybody, let them know that I am here, and we are back, right? So let me just get this all set up here for you, and then get some volume for y'all, okay? And also we will actually have we have a bunch of guests lined up, to be honest, right? So just watch out for that. Just keep looking out for the stuff we're gonna put out here, and all of y'all, you know, may Allah reward you all. You know, you guys are the grassroots. You know, we are like a community here, as I mentioned before. This is much more than just a channel. So just give me a few moments. Let me just get my stuff up here. 1 second, y'all. Let me go over here.
So to speak. All right, go, CT.
Well, I hate to burst people's bubble.
Yeah, here we go. This is the one I wanted to see, anyways. Okay, 1 second, y'all. One second. Okay. Tell me if y'all can hear it now, okay? Let's go back here.
So to speak. All right, go, CT.
Well, I hate to burst people's bubble. I've grown up in America all my life. I've been around a lot of Negroes. I've been around, my best friend is a female. And she's married, by the way. She has a family of damn near 200 people. At the drop of the hat, if something were to happen to her, it'd be 50 Negroes at her house. This has always been the case in the black community, especially back in the day. Negroes were breeding like damn farm animals back in the day. How many times you heard Negroes say, "Oh, my great-grandfather was a sharecropper and he had about 50 kids"? I hear that all the time. I heard that all the time growing up. I still hear it now. Black men have served in this military in all branches. There are black people right now in every major city who are the goddamn police chiefs. There are black people who have been police officers for over 100+ years. There
Let's keep going, y'all.
are black people who have been firefighters, etc. Black men have always protected the community and black women. You mentioned Emmett Till. We don't even really know if Emmett Till exists.
Did y'all hear that? See, why I wanted to show this video is because the grift is real. The grift is real. There's a rise of grifters all over social media who say madness like this in order to get the bag. So they have no issues whatsoever selling out their own people to win pence and pennies from Zaddy and them. Emmett Till wasn't real. Can you imagine an entire court case for Emmett Till? Photographs. What's that woman's name? Donna, I can't remember her name right now. But the woman who insisted that Emmett Till whistled at her is still alive today. And look what this Negro going to say. But why is he saying that? He's only saying that for some financial benefit. Well, let's keep watching, yo.
The people who are writing these books and these scripts, see, the best way to enslave somebody is mental slavery. Is it ironic right after Emmett Till, the civil rights movement happened?
Is that true? Is any of this true? The civil rights movement happened after Emmett Till. Is any of this true? But you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 black folk just sitting there listening to this. Let's keep going, y'all.
Maybe the Emmett Till thing was some sort of hoax to get that moving.
You know, when somebody makes a claim like this, the only question you need to ask is, where's your proof? Because the proof is abundant that Emmett Till, yes, of course he existed. His family his family members are alive. The woman who got him assassinated is alive. Not to mention his father died under similar circumstances in Italy. There are court documents, photographs, newspaper articles, you name it. A whole entire movement of protest and whatnot. A video footage of the funeral. All kinds of stuff. But the point is not Emmett Till. The point is that there are very wicked and evil people like this who would say such things without even batting an eyelash in order to secure some monetary gain. Emmett Till didn't exist. Your brain doesn't exist. Your intelligence doesn't exist. And anybody who listens to this is more unintelligent than this individual. He's not even that bright. You know, before you come with some other grift, he comes with one of the most outlandish grifts you can possibly think about. Let's keep going.
You mean to tell
So
me
the body was fake, you're saying, in the casket?
there's no such thing as cadaver bodies?
See how
Or you're disputing that actually, I'm asking, you're disputing that even happened?
I don't.
if you're gonna make a claim like that, you are the one who needs to bring the proof. Nobody else has to prove anything else to you. The proof, there's too much proof. As a matter of fact, name one person in history that made such a outlandish, ridiculous claim as this retard, chaotic truth. Just name one. Name one individual from, the Raccoon Society of the West, which he is a card-carrying member, to any white supremacist. Emmett Till didn't exist. And his murderers are walking around free. Let's keep watching, yo.
Think slavery happened the way that it's been portrayed. The only way we know about slavery is through books and movies. I think that a large part of slavery may be over exaggerated to keep.
The grift. The grift is real. The grift is real. Anything you learn in life, it has to come from either books or movies. But what is apparent is that there is this rise of this class of Negroes who are very happy to totally dismiss, not just dismiss, but because this is beyond dismissal. This is beyond disrespect. Because you are not just disrespecting the family of Emmett Till or black people in general, but you're disrespecting the intelligence of society at large. And the crazy thing is that there are people who entertain this stuff. Chaotic Truth is this person's is just individual's names. But this is not exclusive to the Raccoon Society of the West. We have all kinds of people who are more than happy to buck dance and break dance for Zaddy, especially amongst the Muslims.
Negroes in a victim mind, oppression mind, and slave mentality. So you're telling me about what happened with Emmett Till. What about all the black men that have been killed because of what black women have done? I worked in the courts. I was a probation officer. I'll even name the damn court.
This, my friends, is what you call a red herring. He made a claim, correct? His claim was that Emmett Till didn't exist. Not that the charges brought against him may have been true. Not that, maybe he was. No, he did not even exist. He also made a claim that the civil rights movement started because of Emmett Till. And now he's out here talking about about all the black men that died because of black women. The reason why a person does that is they want to relieve the pressure off of their ridiculous argument to begin with. So instead of dealing with the subject at hand, they throw a red herring in order to take the scent off of the stench off of their lies. Let's keep watching. Anyways, the whole point is not so much about him in particular, because to be honest, he's really not that bright. He's not that intelligent. But you can see he's there wearing his blazer. He's got good lighting. He's got a nice little setup on his stream. So he's in it for the bag. That's it.
System. I worked for Cuyahoga County community for the adult probation at Cuyahoga County Common Pleas Court. I've seen all types of stuff dealing with black men and black women. Black women have literally Me Too'd black men for hundreds of years. You telling me about one or two cases? Well, they used to hang black people. Well, maybe they were hanging criminals back then. It's funny that, we're brainwashed to believe that black people were just goddamn angels back in 1900. Maybe a lot of these black communities had George Floyd's, and maybe whites and blacks hung the dumb niggas. And it wasn't even that lot. It wasn't even a lot of people even being hung back then either, on both sides. And by the way, the largest hanging in one day was white Italian men. It was about 15 of them hung in one day. Criminals were hung. Is it possible that even if Emmett Till existed, maybe he did sexually assault that white woman? I don't know. But so what about Emmett Till?
Did y'all hear all this? Was Emmett Till arrested for sexual assault? 14-year-old Emmett Till? Was he arrested for sexual assault? Was he arrested at all? Emmett Till was murdered because it is alleged by a white supremacist that he whistled at this white woman. That's it. There's nowhere in history, you cannot find any writings anywhere accusing Emmett Till of sexually assaulting this woman. He went from a whistle to maybe Emmett Till, if he existed, that he probably did sexually assault this woman. Furthermore, the criminals of Earth, mind you, are completely exonerated by this Negro's big lips of any crime. And he accuses all the thousands and thousands and thousands of black folk that have been lynched for no other crime except for existing. He accuses them of being criminals. You have people like this, people. There are people like this within our society. You have Negroes like this. They're not concerned with anything that resembles truth whatsoever. What they are concerned with is how much they can get in good graces with Zaddy. So they are willing and ready to say the most ridiculous, outlandish things, such as this person here. Right, but let's keep going, y'all.
If you ask me, all I'm saying is that we don't really. I'm sorry, guys. All I'm saying is that, generally speaking, black men have been Me Too'd by white women. I mean, by black women at a higher level than white women.
You see that?
That's all I'm
He
saying.
caught himself. He caught himself. He caught himself. Because he knows he doesn't even believe what he's saying. For sure. There's no doubt he doesn't believe what he's saying. Nobody with an inkling of intelligence would believe what he's saying, including himself. So he's actually said the truth and had to backtrack and come out with what Massa and them want to hear. Who is familiar with this film that was shown in the White House called Birth of a Nation? This film was a Ku Klux Klan revival film. First film ever shown as a motion picture in the West, Birth of a Nation. In this film, they depicted this black individual as a sexually aggressive person who chases after white women. And who comes and saves the day? The Ku Klux Klan. Because of this film, strictly because of this film, this not only revived the Ku Klux Klan, who are largely, dead, right? But it sparked thousands of lynchings. Thousands. How many black men lost their lives because of the tears of a white woman? How many? Including Emmett Till. 14-year-old Emmett Till, which he says did not exist. But anybody with a mouth can say anything. And anybody with a camera and a microphone and a YouTube channel can put anything they want out in front of the people. But we are living in the times where the liars are believed as the truthful and the truthful are believed as the liars. He doesn't need receipts. When you ask him for evidence, when you ask folks like this for evidence, they can't provide it. It's impossible for them to provide it because they don't have any. But what is important for them is to get in good with the demons and the filth of the world, because their heaven is here on earth. That's all they care about. No morals, no scruples, nothing. Folk like this. And he very obviously doesn't believe what he's saying. But this is the business of social media.
Saying.
No, you had it right.
I'm a little bit tired because I was doing live streams all day as black women. Go ahead. Go ahead now. You got the floor. Go ahead. You guys got the floor. Go ahead.
I have a question.
Go ahead. Sorry. No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
So just for context, the location, can you tell me where you are again? So
I'm in Ohio. I'm in Ohio.
Okay, and you were born and raised there?
I was born and raised in Ohio, yeah. I'm a Midwest kid. I'm a grown man now, but yeah.
Is it a lot of black people there? No?
Yeah, where I'm at, yeah, it's a lot of black people.
Okay. I was just curious. So I had a lot of questions. What
Hey,
Delta
ask
did you
away.
wrong? Okay. First of all, because you said Delta like twice, and I was like, what he got against Deltas? I am she. But so watch it. But no, really seriously though, you said some really good points. I can't necessarily say I disagree with them because I don't know. I've never been to Ohio. Okay. I live in Maryland. I live in one of the areas in Maryland where there's a lot of black people on
Chocolate
purpose.
City. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, I don't live in DC. I work in
Mhm.
DC. I
Okay.
live in Maryland. I live in PG
Hmm.
County, and PG County has a lot of rich black people in
I
there.
know.
So,
I'm
and I
very familiar.
chose that county on purpose, right? So, to the point of like, we get to where we get to, we get educated, and we move to white people. Mm, Me personally, that's not really something I can agree with because I didn't do that. I didn't want to do that. But I get it because I've seen that. Like I've seen my friends move out to these areas where a lot of white folks at, right? So, okay. But I just know that won't for me. Um, and it just sounds like overall,
What's your question, ma'am?
because of the um I guess the momentum that the conversation has gotten from you in the past. I'm just curious, is like, are we really in trouble? Like, I feel like we might just be in trouble, black women, because if this perspective is like, this is a lot of black men saying this. So I'm just confused because it's like, is this really a thing? Are a lot of black men really just not checking for us after 30 or whatever you were saying? Is that,
You want me to answer?
yeah, I mean, yeah, from
No,
your
black men
perspective.
are no. Let me say something real quick. Listen. I only know maybe 50 black guys. Well, back in college, maybe a
Like
little bit more.
personally, just
Personally,
like
about
from
50,
okay,
about
okay.
50, maybe 50, maybe 50. Most black men, of course, are looking for black women. We are attracted racially to our racial group. Generally speaking, all groups are generally attracted to their race, whatever their whatever their racial makeup is. But what we are not attracted to is this feminist cult like behavior that has happened, the witchcraft that has taken place, the hair, the makeup, the talking. A lot of that is really witchcraft, and a lot of women have deviated into this nonsense.
You see how real the grift is? If you know the talking points, you just repeat them. So Kevin Samuels has inadvertently sparked a whole movement of people who just repeat his talking points in order to perpetuate the grift, like just Pearly things. And like this person here, Chaotic Truth. These are people who don't believe what they say, but they're looking for the bag. And we have them in the Muslim community, like Gabriel Romani, okay? Like, what's his face? Tijani, what's his name? Hassan Tijani? That dude. Who was on just Pearly things, mind you. And if you notice, just Pearly things was put out as what? She was put out as a racist, okay? And then you find your members of the black clanosphere showing their true colors. Cypher Prez, let's see here. He says, I don't think he believes it, but it sounds like he's at war with black women, so he'll say anything to go nuclear. He is using nonsense as supporting evidence for legitimate points. These people are insane. May Allah reward you and bless you and multiply it for you 10,000 fold. I mean, brother Cypher Prez. I got a new system up, so I'm still working out the kinks. I'm sorry I couldn't put your comment, but I will work it out. We'll work it out, man. Don't worry, bro. But yeah, you're 100% right. He's this fake as a $3 bill. Okay. But at the same time, he managed to get all these people on his channel. And even that last woman who just spoke, she's not very bright either. She's not. You're talking about some really unintelligent people. They're not that smart. Like, seriously. Some outrageously unintelligent people. But this is the sign of the times, where you have the king of the black clanosphere is a white woman, okay? Just pearly things, just pasty things. You have people like this rising up. You have Muslims now, if you look into Muslim YouTube, trying to sell you all kinds of insane nonsense. Brother sent me a tweet, a message like this morning about how people are saying Andrew Tate's arrest is similar to Ahmed bin Hanbal. Ahmed bin Hanbal? Similar to Ahmed bin Hanbal? You are comparing Andrew Tate's arrest to the arrest of Ahmed bin Hanbal. You can't be serious. There's no way you're serious. But this is what But this is what's happening. One second, y'all. Can y'all hear me? So this is what's happening with these people, man. With these folks. One second.
All right, let's see here. Okay, how's that? How's the sound, y'all? One second, y'all. This is so crazy, man. But these are the type of people we have in our midst now. Let's go over here. This down.
And the black man really just wants like a conservative woman. You know, a conservative woman who dresses from head to toe, who doesn't have a lot of makeup, a woman who doesn't have a lot of earrings and all types of stuff, a woman who ain't talking about the goddamn ancestors. A lot of that stuff is hear me out though, it's true. A lot of that is a deterrent. A lot of men really want, for example, man, let's look at a woman like a Felicia Rashad, right? When back in the 80s. That classiness, that elegance, you know, that's what men really want. Not just black men, but a lot of men really want to.
Kevin Samuel said the exact same thing. Kevin Samuel said the exact same thing. The grift is real. The grift is real. One thing you notice when you start, distancing yourself from social media, especially if you start getting into books more or whatnot, and then when you come back into social media for a while, after a while, you start seeing how fake people are, man. And then you start seeing we are living in a time of the illiterate literates. I mean, these people that can read, they have the ability to read. Yes, they can actually read. But A person who has the ability to read and doesn't read books, all they do is read comments and all this kind of stuff, they have no advantage whatsoever over an illiterate person. Absolutely none. That's these folks. These people are ridiculous. They're just like, I can't believe what I'm hearing right now. What? He's like quoting Kevin Samuels word for word. Felicia Rashad. Come on, man. But that's what's going on with the clanosphere. That's what's happening. When he's talking about conservative, he doesn't mean like conservative like in a traditional sense. He means conservative politically. And being conservative politically in 2023 is not the same. It doesn't have the same meaning as it did in the past. Like it always like aligning with white supremacists and whatnot. But this is a very clear, robust alliance in 23 with white supremacists. You don't mean conservative values, you mean conservative politically. Anyway, let's keep watching, y'all.
Nice, elegant woman. Not a woman wearing earrings. You're weird. Over tattoos. Yeah, that's something fun to be with. But a lot of dumb dudes have started to marry the witches, started to wanting to be around the witches. And me, I am anti-witch. I want a conservative. Well, I'm telling men that you should want a conservative woman to bring peace to you. A woman who knows her existential nature within the universe, which is folding clothes, washing dishes, preparing meals, reading to the children, nursing the children, shutting up. See, that's what men really want, and not drinking alcohol and smoke.
Okay, I can't listen to this no more, man. Sorry, y'all. I can't listen to this dude no more, man. This dude is the grift is hardcore, man. It is totally hardcore. But you know, as you can see, there's a rise of unintelligence, sharp rise of unintelligence. And it's spreading. We have, so many issues in the black community that we ourselves, we can't go out and fight all these battles, man. There's too many, right? We have to try to work with ourselves and try to build our own selves up. You know what I mean? As Allah says in the Quran, save yourself and your family from the fire. We got to be that. You get me? But anyways, fam, this was just I just wanted to give you guys salams. I let you all know I'm back. Don't worry, I did not disappear. Okay, I did not disappear. We got to work out the kinks and the bugs with this new system. I hope you guys are liking the new look, inshallah. And we're gonna level up. So let's get it done. Keep supporting. Keep us. When you support this channel, you're not just supporting me. You're supporting the movement. You get me? Because believe me, I put a lot of research and effort into the stuff, that we release out here. You guys know, anyways, right? You guys know, and this stuff has to be, put out there. You got me? So, but it's more about us. Like this is about us, building with each other. So support the channel. May Allah reward the brother Syke for prayers. May Allah reward you and bless you and multiply it for you 100,000-fold. I mean, thank you so much for your generosity. And we will catch y'all. Don't worry, we will catch y'all. We got some some new stuff coming, inshallah. Hayakumullah, and may Allah accept all of your fast. Wa alaikum salam to all of you. Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to all of you. And may Allah, I hope you guys had a blessed Eid. And, let's keep it moving. Subhanak wa bihamdik wa shalla ant wa astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Wa assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.